This person here says, you should think about writing a memoir. You seem like you've had a hell of a ride through this life. I have had a hell of a ride through this life. I've had an extraordinarily interesting life. And I heard something many, many years ago that stuck with me. It says, I'm going to paraphrase now. If you wrote a book about your life, would anybody want to read it? And it was kind of like saying to somebody, you should live your life in a manner that's going to make people want to know about it. And so I did write a memoir. This is it. This book is called A Grateful Life, the life story of a husband, father, and taco-loving deadhead. And it is the story of the first 45 years of my life. When I retired early at the age of 45, my wife said, you should write a book about your life. This is it. This book details the unlikely circumstances behind my birth. It talks about my mother's family, my father's family, the child abuse I suffered, the time I spent following the Grateful Dead and living out of a tent and a backpack. It talks about meeting my wife, raising a family, starting a company, taking care of my father in the last 4 years of his life, retiring early. It's all in here. I didn't go into a shit ton of detail. I gave you details with some Cliff Notes version of the life. Otherwise, the book would have been this goddamn thick. But I did write a memoir right there. I've also written a second book, Dearest Renee, Letters from the Coronavirus War of 2020. But both of these books are available in paperback and ebook formats at my website, oldhippiemedia.com. Oldhippie, Hippie, media.com. And I am actually working on the second part of my life, my life's memoirs, as it goes. As something happens, I put a bullet point in there. This is why I want to get into more detail about this. I want to get into more detail about this. But if you want to read about the first 45 years of my life, you can already do so. You can get it in ebook formats if you want to download it immediately and read it on your Kindle, but I make more money if you buy it in paperback, so buy it in paperback. But thank you for the comment. It gave me an opportunity to talk about these two books once again. And like I said, they're available at my website, oldhippiemedia.com. And if you guys buy one, shoot me a message. Tell me what you think of it. Leave a review. That would be the best thing you could do, is leave a review. And thank you for bringing it up and allowing me to talk about it again.